Hey folks, so part of maximizing your cash flow is not spending money where you don't really have to spend money. So today I'm going to help out a friend so that they don't have to spend money making a major, well, not really a major repair, but making a repair that'll cost quite a bit more money when we can just do a quick, easy fix that I think will look good enough for what we're trying to do. So she's got a couple of garage door trims. The trim around her garage door has been touching the concrete, and where it's been touching the concrete, I'll take it now. So where it's been touching the concrete, it's rotted. So whoever installed this installed it too close to the concrete. You're supposed to leave a gap. You're supposed to leave a gap so that water can drain. And inevitably what happens is the wood is so low where it touches, it doesn't get painted there either. So not only is it touching where it can wick up the water that sits on here from the rain, but it doesn't get a protected edge from the paint either. So it's an exposed surface touching concrete, and you see this happen all the time. So this looks fine because it's probably plastic. This piece is probably plastic. So the quick fix that we're going to do, and I'm going to do this on both sides, is we're just going to figure out where it's absorbed up to and where the wood's rotted out, and we're just going to cut it out. We're going to do a straight line, we're going to cut it out, and I'm going to cut down right here. And when we take that piece out, what'll be behind there is just all concrete, because you can see their concrete goes all the way up here. So there's no reason that this has to go down that far. It's just for looks. So we're going to cut it up here, and then we'll see how it looks. And if she likes it, she just saved a bunch of money because I'm not charging her anything to do this. And if she doesn't, she can get somebody to replace these two pieces all the way up, which is, you know, that's a bit more of a job because you're going to have to do it on both sides. So what I'm going to do is probably going to take 5 minutes. We'll cut these pieces out and we'll assess the damage at that point. But I think we'll be in a place where it'll be pretty good. She can just paint the exposed edges that I leave there. Maybe do a little sanding. We'll see how clean I can get them. Okay, so we've got our marks in. We're gonna cut. It ended up being rotten all the way up to here. So I think I went just above it, which a little bit higher than I expected, but we'll see how this ends up.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets.
All right.
At least it doesn't look like it's down up that high.
No, I went up to right where it should be good. So basically, you can just paint this underneath here, and it'll be fine. Water will hit it, it'll drip down, it won't soak up. But if you don't paint it, it'll soak up
Okay.
on the raw edge. See that? You can't really see the bottom because it's all rotted.
Yeah.
But this wasn't painted either, and that's why it soaked up all of that moisture and rotted out. You can see the backside, not painted. I guarantee the bottom wasn't painted either. You're not really going to get much water that far in. So the other thing you could do in here now, you can just squirt some foam insulation.
Okay.
It won't soak up water, and it will.
That's that stuff that comes in a can.
Yeah, you can just squirt a little bit in there, and it doesn't go all the way through to the garage, so nothing can get through there right now, like mice or anything. But squirt some foam insulation. I'll just make sure that there isn't any gaps there that I'm missing with my finger. Okay, and then you can just paint that. A little bit of sanding maybe right here. It got a little warm on this plastic, so. But that's it. So there we go. We just trimmed it, and little bit of foam insulation here. I think it'll be good to go. When you put the foam insulation in, it'll push out, and then you can just use a razor blade and cut it, or a knife.
Okay.
You can just cut it flush with that, and then you can paint.
What about just cutting it up to the...
Oh, you want to go all the way up?
That's what we were wondering.
Okay.
Then it would match this.
Yeah. Yeah, then you won't have 3 levels showing, and it might look like it was deliberate.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. So, you're seeing this cut to the end and me doing the cleanup because I forgot to hit the button, apparently, when I started the other side. And I didn't hit the button again until I thought I was turning it off when I was going to do the cleanup. So I'm going to zoom in here and you can see the final result here, at least on one side that the camera caught. We ended up cutting the trim right up to the bottom of the siding, which matches the trim on the outside corners of the garage. It ended up looking really good, and the plastic trim piece that you still see going all the way down to the ground is still in place. Most of the wood behind that is good. She'll be able to just put a little bit of foam insulation at the bottom between the concrete and the wood trim that's still behind that plastic trim. It'll keep out mice and other critters, and she ended up being pretty happy with it overall. So there's one way you can do a quick fix, do it yourself on your garage door trim. Hope this helps. We'll see you next time.